Shiva, Arunachala Shiva, Arunachala Shiva, Arunachala.
Om Shanti, Shanti, Shanti. Pay attention to the pure silence. Source of everything. Source of the ego, I thought. Source of the mind. And so, source of this whole world, what we perceive. You are that source. And you can know this source only in silence. Not the external silence, but the internal silence. And to achieve that internal silence, the only noises of mind in form of thoughts, in form of emotions and feelings. If you analyze your thoughts, they come only if you have a desire or a story of past or future, desire to plan something, to execute something, to like something, to dislike something, to judge something. To touch your own silence, at least once you need to give up all activity of the mind. Have a mind holiday. All spiritual sadhanas, practices are to get to that stage where there is no mind. Mind is your servant. Power of mind is because of your own interest in it. The moment you take away your own interest in mind activities, mind has no power. To know that you are the screen and not the images. You need to switch off the projector at least for 1 second or a fraction of a second when you can see that you are the screen. You are the silence on which all images are coming and going. All thoughts, emotions, even the world what you see outside, even the guru, teacher, scriptures, practices. But to switch off that projector, you have to take out the power of your attachment to it. This projector called mind. This trap of misery and unhappiness, suffering, is our own creation by our own interest. If you want to be free, then pay attention to the pure awareness rather than the mind and its activities. If you have not given too much of activities to the mind in form of your attachment to those activities, you might be doing hundreds of things. But if you are already doing it with detachment, without passion, as disinterested actions, then nothing actually bounds you. You pay attention to the pure awareness, the witness within, and your mind gets dissolved in this awareness. Even if you are active but detached, if you are attached to things, it will take some time. Remember, mind has no power of its own. It's not your opponent, it is your own image. This image is shining as a shadow in the light of all desires and activities. The moment you become desireless, this shadow disappears. Only the real self stays, which is always there. Pay attention to the awareness, and in this awareness, you can see your thoughts. Ignore all of them. Remember, all these thoughts are coming to you because of your previous interest, or if you still have some interest. And they are all coming to an entity we all know very well, called ego. If that ego is melting away,
he was the most realized person this century. Yeah, Ramana Satsang.
Amit, you're saying something? So pay attention to the awareness. Pay attention to the silence. Let mind speak out whatever it has to. If you want to speed up the process of realization, it is very important that you don't provide energy and fuel to the mind. Energy of your desires, your attachments. Know that you are pure silence and all thoughts are foreign to you. Mind is not your part. Body is not your part. They are all like objects, like your laptop, your car. You are pure energy. The moment you leave, all these have no value. We are so much involved in the mind that we believe on every thought and we act on each thought. And thought can bring pleasure or pain. Live your life from your heart, not your mind. If you want this pure energy of consciousness to take over completely, then be interested in it. Pay attention to this energy. It is within the body, around the body. It's all pervading pure awareness. And it knows everything. It can perceive the most subtle. It is that undifferentiated entity from which everything has come out. It is not part of anything as a role playing, though it provides energy to everything. It's never involved. And you are that. that uninvolved witness. And in front of you, everything is unfolding. Story of your life, emotions, feelings, and also thoughts. But none of them are you. You are this Nirgun Brahman, which is just a pure witness. You are not a doer of anything. Things are happening on their own. Don't take any credit or discredit for anything. Just abide in your pure silence. You are this pure silence. When you abide in your pure silence, you are in samadhi all the time. Samadhi is staying in awareness. And your samadhi is complete when the mind has completely dissolved in this pure awareness and this pure seeing. And it doesn't rises again. This can only happen when you pay attention to the pure awareness. Pay attention to the silence rather than thoughts. Ignoring all thoughts. Thoughts are like disturbance in this pure silence. Once you abide in this silence, you will touch your own bliss. Unending joy will flow through you. You become the source. From matter, you transform into energy. You touch this immortal awareness. So death cannot touch you. Nothing can touch you. All the beings and objects are floating images in this awareness. It's only you in every being. Exactly like when you dream, and you are all those people in the dream and objects and everything, including you. You are pure silence. Sitting in your own silence, mind can revolt. It will be boring for it. And it can come with vengeance, with more thoughts. Might also tell it's wastage of time, because mind only knows time. The story what you believe is in time. Story of this body. But in reality you are timeless, spaceless. Ignore that pull of your mind. All the excuses of the mind. On witnessing the pure awareness, you are strangulating your mind. It is death of your ego. Your ego cannot stand pure light of awareness. Don't trust anything what your mind says or speaks out. Believe only on this silence of pure seeing, where you have attention on awareness. Pure awareness is answer to all your doubts, all your questions. Don't get into any trick of the mind or ego. Sometimes they can deceive you and can accompany in your research to an extent that they can make you feel that you are in self-abidance while you are in abidance of the ego. Yesterday I was speaking to someone who told me that she knows that she is in self-abidance, but there are issues which bother her. Who knows that he is in self-abidance? Which I has ever been in self-abidance? Remember, there are not two people inside our body. That there is a self and someone comes and goes into self-abidance. It's not like a home where someone lives. People have a lot of crazy concepts. Scriptures and teachings can be very confusing sometimes. If you really want to trust your pure seeing. Don't become a parrot of what is being written in the scriptures. Otherwise, you will stay in delusion. No one ever can say that I am in self-abidance. Who is this I who is in self-abidance? Only there is self. And that self can be known only when there is no I. You are your own testimony. You don't need anyone else to tell you whether you are in self abidance or not. Even if the whole world says you are not, but if you know you are, you are. We all are self. When we drop away our mind, our interests, desires, vasanas, then nothing is left except this emptiness, nothingness. But this nothingness fills up the space with bliss, with peace, with silence, with joy, and with unconditional love for all the beings. Because everything is in that pure awareness. An awakened being is actually the awakened person only. Rest all people are in dream, waking dream. Only believe in your own power, power of observance, power of being witness. Your task is only to pay attention to awareness. And it will do everything for you. Stay at the door of awareness. It will open up for you eternally. But when you enter, you cannot take your mind or ego with you. They will disappear in the fire of this pure seeing. Then who will say that I am in self-abidance? That person will dissolve. That body might still be doing hundreds of activities without any doer, without any sense of doership. Only the awareness remains. Which is always contented and happy. Uninvolved and untainted. Changeless. You are this choiceless awareness. Which is in complete harmony in whatever comes, with total acceptance. Your life changes from the life of complaints to no complaints. This is the power of seeing. You are in harmony with cosmos. You are in flow with whatever happens. This is pure seeing. No personal plans or agenda. The good news is you don't have to do anything to know that you are this pure awareness. Anything you do will take you away from it. All the efforts are not to do anything rather than doing anything. And what mind does is it pulls us into doership. It makes a plan where you are a doer and you have to work to get a result. Whatever the result is, the doership creates anxiety and stress and makes you as a separate entity than rest of the world, which is also your dream. And you go on this path of struggle, achievement, success and failure, which all is fake, fake like a dream you see at night. And it is the only cause of bondage. Know that you are always free. You are never involved with this body-mind complex. They have been assigned a job and they will do their job as required. You just enjoy your own bliss, abiding in pure awareness, and don't move from there. Whatever comes, whatever happens, stand still. This is our natural state, effortless state. Initially, you need to put some efforts to put attention here. Efforts of attention, nothing else. Once you stabilize in this seeing, nothing needs to be done. It is so direct, so simple, so easy. Anything you do in this world, you have some resistance, some struggle. Some opponents, enemies, issues. Here there is no problem. There is no competition here. All of us can achieve it. Every one of us. It's not that there are limited number of seats. You just have to drop your baggage of mind, full of garbage, which smells of ego. You're carrying it for so long. This baggage of your dreams, desires, plans. Drop it and see who you are. Whatever you desire for happiness, you are real happiness already. Mind is deceiving you. It is taking you externally to get all what you already are. External things give you happiness, momentary happiness. Your real nature is only happiness, nothing but happiness. It's like you are sitting on a treasure, on jewels, on a huge treasure, and you're begging for coins. What a shame. Who is the culprit? Why we are suffering? Just one wrong concept. I thought. Creating this ego, making us a doer, working in this world, toiling, struggling, falling and rising, doing all stupid acts and sometimes good acts. But how does it matter? All this struggle is a foolish act. Why don't you just sit still? Give away this company of this mad, drunk monkey mind. And I assure you, you can live very happily without this mind. Much more happier life. Don't be slave to your desires and attachments. They are all creations of the mind. Just stay still and don't move from here. And don't do anything. And everything will be all right. Om Shanti, Shanti, Shanti.
Thank you, Stan.